Oh wow. Like, fucking wow. I'm kind of late to this, since it's been a week since the news broke. However, it's official, Yoohyeon, Unit, and Dami of Dreamcatcher are not renewing their contracts with Dreamcatcher Company. According to this announcement, it seems possible that they could still be participating in Dreamcatcher activities but be serious. We saw what happened with WJSN Handong is gone girl naive. But in the face of everything going to shit, I began thinking of what Dreamcatcher Company could even do to come back from this. From the announcement, they said that Jiwoo, Suah, and Yoohyeon would be forming a unit, and Siyeon would be doing band activities, which I assume means she's going to be the lead singer in a band. I won't be getting into Handong, Yoohyeon, and Dami's future careers here, since that would take way too fucking long, and I'm honestly more focused on trying to not have Dreamcatcher's career go to shit, in fact, maybe even have a renaissance. I also won't be going as in-depth into Siyeon's band activities, since I know virtually nothing about how a band under a K-pop label would work. I'll more or less just be giving suggestions for activities, and scheduling music releases for her. First things first, both the new unit and Siyeon's band ITZY should be on the Dreamcatcher channel, and promoted on Dreamcatcher's social media. It's literally the only place where they know they're gonna reach all of their fans. It would be dumb to make new accounts. It might make it a little harder for people who don't know them to find them, but I think in terms of promoting their debut to their audience, it's the smartest move to make. When coming up with a name for the Yoohyeon Unit, my initial idea was maybe I could reuse the Dream Quarter Unit name from my Dreamcatcher Girl of the Month video, but I didn't like that because there wasn't 4 of them, so calling it a quarter made no sense. I did know I wanted it to link to Dreamcatcher in some way, but I wasn't sure how. Eventually I decided on DreamInk. You might be confused, but I feel like the ink could stand for insomnia and catcher. It's kind of ass, but it has a cute meaning, and if the people can get used to NEWJEANS and SSERAFIM, they can get over DreamInk. It also kind of matches the vibe I'm going with for their debut mini-album. As for Siyeon's band, I decided to go with the name Dead Rabbit. Literally no reason for this at all, it just sounds kind of punk rock, which is what I would want them to go for. Before we get to the debut album in question, how would I promote DreamInk and Dead Rabbit pre-debut? Well, for DreamInk, I would want them to either do a 2025 version of the Taki Taki cover, or another cover with a similar vibe to Taki Taki, choreographed by Suah in May or June preferably. Why? Because nostalgia bait, it's evil but it works. For Dead Rabbit, I would maybe have them do some performances where they cover songs by Dreamcatcher and other rock-influenced and rock artists, and maybe Siyeon or the band as a whole doing OSTs. I'd also like to see some vocal covers from DreamInk, particularly Yoohyeon. I feel like if she had a cover like Secret Love Song again, that could literally go viral. If possible, I'd also have the 4 girls doing interviews together about what's next for them to promote both DreamInk and Dead Rabbit debuting. I'd also want them doing variety content like they did with Dreamcatcher Mind. This would be more for DreamInk, as I don't think this would suit what I'm going for with Dead Rabbit. Nothing crazy, just 5 episodes maybe. In maybe September, after all the pre-debut stuff wraps up, I'd release the first teasers for DreamInk's debut, teasing their upcoming pre-release single Last Dance. Dreamcatcher have never done pre-releases before, and I honestly don't think they would need to under any other circumstance, but this is the first time we're seeing them as a unit rather than a full group since NMIXX, and look how that went. A pre-release single would hopefully help fans build trust in them, and establish the unit's music identity as being still reminiscent of Dreamcatcher, but not exactly the same. For this pre-release single, I actually decided to avoid rock entirely, and go for (G)I-DLE's Last Dance.
온종일 last dance. Yeah. Yeah. 온종일 last dance.
This song is of course very different from anything Dreamcatcher has done, being very clearly house influenced, but after 7 years of the same rock, no matter how good it was, I think a little switch up is what the group and their fans need. It still keeps that same dark vibe that Dreamcatcher is known for, just does it in a different light. For the music video, I'd honestly go for something similar to the real Last Dance music video. It captures the vibe of the song perfectly. I'd also maybe add some lore to this group, be it a completely new lore, or a continuation of Dreamcatcher's lore, particularly the Nightmare era, perhaps explaining why it's just the three of them. I'd want this to be released in late September, allowing for an October debut for Halloween and all. I'd want teasers for the actual album to come about a week after the pre-release single, perhaps set for late October, to maximize our Halloween slay. The album would be called Return to Dream, referencing Dreamcatcher's first ever intro Welcome to Dream. Now let's get into the track list. A simple intro track, Side D Pleasures by CHUNGHA. I'd probably have Yoohyeon saying some spoken pieces in English about being reborn and coming together. This song definitely has rock influences, but not in the way Dreamcatcher would ever do it. That is definitely the direction that would suit this group overall. Dreamcatcher in a way Dreamcatcher would never be able to do due to their concept not fitting a song like this. For the styling, very women in suits, and also elegant and fancy. Kind of like the styling from the actual music video, but absolutely no white. I want this to be dark elegant to stay true to Dreamcatcher. For the music video's theme, I think it would be cool to see them trying to steal from a mansion while a party is going on, pretending to be guests and/or staff to find their way up to the owner's office and unlock a safe. Inside could be a Dreamcatcher, or if we're trying to avoid using that symbolism anymore due to it being, very problematic, it could be that picture of Dreamcatcher from their debut that Suwa stabbed a knife into. Nostalgia bait again, but this time in a fun lore conceptual way.
온종일 last dance. Yeah. Yeah. 온종일 last dance.
The pre-release track. I think it works as a great segue between Damaged Lady and the next song.
잠깐 I wanna replay.
숨을 죽여 화면의 은신 우린 역시 완벽한 best friend 하품하던 그때 잠깐 I wanna replay.
Replay by Oh My Girl is similar to Last Dance in its house genre, and similar to the next song in a way I'll talk about in a minute. I could definitely see them performing this at concerts with choreography, and the gays aka their entire fanbase loving it. Day by Day by Loossemble seems like a random choice to come after Replay, but the intro kind of gives hyper-pop in a way, which Replay also does. It's a very sentimental sounding song, and it also includes some more full-on rock, which fans would probably want from their debut. This would definitely be a good concert closer.
You're my dreamcatcher, dreamcatcher. 밤을 기다리게 해. Wanna be your love.
I mean, it's pretty obvious why this song is here. It's fucking called Dreamcatcher. I think it would be really cool to give the girls a chance to write lyrics for this song, dedicated to their time in the group, the members and fans. This could also work as a concert closer like Day by Day. Finally, the instrumental of Damaged Lady, because remember when they used to include instrumentals of their title tracks on their albums? What happened to that? It also gets the album to 7 songs without actually having to make another song, giving it a fuller feeling. If it were SSERAFIM, we'd probably be marketing it as our first full album, but this is Dream Inc., so we're not doing that. In December or January, I'd start releasing teasers for Dead Rabbit's debut. These would be more music-focused than visual-focused, since it's, a band. They would be like 30-second snippets of each song on their EP. I'm not sure what sound I'd go for or what songs fit the vibe, but I'd want Dead Rabbit to keep that hard rock aspect of Dreamcatcher to give Dream Inc. more room to experiment while still giving the fans more of what they love. Sorry for not giving more details, but I genuinely do not know a damn thing about bands. I will after Siyeon's band debuts, though we will be tuning in. In between Return to Dream and their next comeback, I'd have DreamInc releasing all the stuff that Dreamcatcher would release during a comeback, like music show behinds, jacket shoot behinds, music show performances for Damaged Lady and Last Dance, so on and so forth. I'd also have them release a cover probably in late February early March of a Chappell Roan song. I don't know which one, but I feel like it would go viral, given that Dreamcatcher is known as the lesbian group of K-pop. I feel like it would be cunty if they just went for it and did The Giver, but if we're trying not to get blacklisted from Music Bank, we could go for a safe choice and do Good Luck Babe. In late March, the first teasers for DreamInc's comeback A Picture are released. This time, it's a lot more upbeat for the oncoming summer, while still having some horror aspects to it. I think moving teasers, where the members are in a bathtub with a toaster barely hanging onto a shelf above, or walking under a piano that looks like it's about to fall. Very cutesy yet horror. I wouldn't do a pre-release this time, since fans already trust the group I hope, so let's get straight to the track list. I literally could not find a single intro that fit the title track, so here's this. Devil by CLC is the title track, still featuring an electric bass to remind the fans of rock, but noticeably leaning more and more away from it to allow DreamInc to explore their sound outside of being Dreamcatcher 2.0 while they're away. The vibe for the styling and music video would honestly be very inspired by the original. However, rather than having the members themselves be the ones narrowly escaping death, I think it'd be cool if the members were trying to kill someone else, perhaps the mansion owner from Damaged Lady. In a dream reality, they would get the actor from Chase Me to come back, but if that doesn't work, then I'd at least want it to be the same actor who played the mansion owner in Damaged Lady. You know, for lore. Funny in how trying to move them away from rock, I included more rock in the B-sides. Well anyways, I think this song would fit really well after Devil, and it reminds me a teeny tiny bit of Jazz Bar, which is an immediate yes, and that's really all there is to it. Just wanna live a real life, 솔직한 내 목소리를 들어줘. This would be their full-on rock song for the album. This honestly feels like a more upbeat and less aggressive of Damien, which I really enjoy. I do still want their B-sides to feature rock. We're not just gonna pretend they're not a Dreamcatcher subunit. This would probably go crazy at a concert, too. I love the way 내 맘을 감싸 안아 채우고 있어. 처음엔 몰랐던 it just come. This would be their B-side hit to get them on K-pop pictures that would kill a sapfic. I'm seeing similar styling to the Damaged Lady suits, but more brown. I would want this to have a choreography video, maybe choreographed by Suah? Yeah, that'd be fierce. She made the Red Sun choreography and that was very similar to the vibe I'd want for this. A ballad to close out the album, and a reference to You and I. That's it really. I'd probably also include an instrumental of Devil after this, but that happens to not exist in reality, so just imagine it. After this, I'd have DreamInc embark on either a Europe or South America tour, or hey, if we have the time maybe both. During this tour Dead Rabbit could also release more music, and perform in venues in Korea. Or if they don't want to release more music yet, they could even be the band for the tour. They'd probably go the releasing more music route, though, because I don't really think they'd want to be living in DreamInc's shadow, and I wouldn't want that for them either. After allowing them to rest after the tour, I honestly think the next step could possibly be trying to organize a full group comeback for Dreamcatcher. A good idea for what the album could be is my fixing Dreamcatcher's 7-year anniversary album video. Sorry if things got rushed at the end, it is late, and I don't want to be making this script anymore. So yeah, bye.